I'm working with worsted weight yarn and a 4.5mm crochet hook. Start with the foundation chain in multiples of 12 plus 3. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. You can slow down the videos by clicking the gear icon below the video. I'm starting with my foundation chain of 12 plus 3. I have 12, 12, and 12, which is 36 plus 3, which is 39. Double crochet in the 4th stitch from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double crochet. To make a double crochet, yarn around the hook, insert into the stitch, pick up the yarn and pull it through, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2 loops, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2 loops. So go ahead and make 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. All the way across the row. Chain 2, 1, 2, and turn. In this first stitch, we'll make our first cluster. Yarn around the hook, insert into the stitch, and pull up a loop. Yarn around the hook, into the stitch, pull up a loop. We do that 3 times. Yarn around the hook, insert into the stitch, pull up a loop. So now you're going to pick up the yarn and pull it through 6 loops on the hook. And then pick up the yarn and pull it through the 2 stitches. And then chain 2, 1, 2. And we're going to make 1 more of these clusters in this same stitch. So yarn around the hook, pull up a loop. Yarn around the hook, pull up a loop. And 1 more, yarn around the hook, pull up a loop. Now pick up the yarn, pull it through all those loops. Pick up the yarn, pull it through the 2 loops on the hook. Chain 2, 1, 2. Now you're going to go into the 5th stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in that stitch. Chain 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn around the hook, insert into the stitch, pull up a loop. Yarn around the hook, pull up a loop. Yarn around the hook, pull up a loop. Pick up the yarn, pull it through all those loops. Pick up the yarn, pull it through the remaining 2 loops. Chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to make 3 of these here, so we're going to do 2 more. So yarn around the hook, into the stitch, pull up 3 loops. Chain 2. Okay, we're going to make 1 more of these clusters. Pull the yarn through all those loops, pull through 2, chain 2, 1, 2. Skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull up a loop, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, pull through all those loops, pull through the remaining 2, chain 2. Make 2 more puff stitches in that same stitch. Chain 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2. Now at the end of the row, we're going to make a 2 puff cluster at the end stitch. So you're going to skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in that last stitch we'll make 2 puff stitches. Pull through all 6 loops, pull through those 2 remaining loops, chain 2, 1, 2. And there you have a cluster of 2 puff stitches at the end of the row, and you have the same thing at the beginning of the row. And that's how the first row looks. Now we're going to make a row of double crochet. So chain 2 and turn. We're going to make 1 double crochet in the top of that first cluster. And we're going to make 3 double crochet in that chain 2 space. 1, 2, and 3. 1 double crochet in the top of this cluster. 1 double crochet in the chain 2 space. 1 double crochet in the single crochet. And then we're going to repeat this cluster of double crochet. So we're going to have 1 double crochet, 1 in this chain 2 space with 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet in that chain 2 space, 1, 2, 3, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1. So 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, and 1. Okay, so it was 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. So I'm going to work this next one and then I'll come and show you at the end. Okay, I worked across the row. I've reached my last cluster. I'm going to double crochet in the top of that first puff stitch, 3 double crochet in the chain 2 space, 1, 2, and 3, and 1 double crochet in the top of the last puff stitch, like that, and I've double crocheted all the way across the row. Now in the next row we're going to make these puff stitches here. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn, single crochet in the very first stitch, chain 2, 1, 2. Now you're going to be working directly over that single crochet, so you're going to count 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in that stitch, which is directly above the single crochet, we're going to make a 3 puff cluster. 1, 2, 1, 2, make another puff stitch, pull through all 6 loops, pull through 2 loops, chain 2, 1, 2, and one more puff stitch, 1, 2, 3, pull through all 6 loops, pull through 2 loops, chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet in the 6th stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it should be the stitch directly above that center puff stitch, and I'm going to single crochet in that stitch, chain 2. Now again we're going to work above here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 2, chain 2, 1, 2, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet, and again it's directly above that center puff stitch, chain 2, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 directly above the single crochet. Go ahead and make one more cluster, chain 2, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet, and now the next row is again going to be a row of double crochet. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn, double crochet in that first single crochet, double crochet in the chain 2 space, double crochet in the top of that first puff stitch, and now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. So 3 double crochet, one, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 1, 1 in that single crochet, 1 in the chain 2 space. You're going to work across the row, so you'll make 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, and a double crochet in that last single crochet. So I'm going to go off camera and do that. Okay, I worked all the way across the row, finishing my double crochet. And for the next row, you're going to repeat this row. It's a repeat of 4 rows. So we're going to repeat 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 rows will keep getting repeated over and over. And if you wanted to make a headband, then you could just stop here. Start with your foundation chain that will wrap around the head in multiples of 12. If 12 is too many, reduce by 12, and then just gather the ends and add some ties. And if you make a headband, here's how that will look. So the next row is going to be the same as this one, and that's chain 2, turn, work a 2 puff stitch cluster in that very first stitch, yarn around the hook, pull up 3 loops, 1, 2, and 3, pull through all 6, pull through 2, chain 2, make 1 more puff stitch, 1, 2, 3, pull through all 6 loops, pull through the 2 loops, chain 2, and we're going to count 6 stitches, and we should wind up right above this puff stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there we go. So you just keep repeating these 4 rows, 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, and 4 rows.